Journey to the Shining Isle by Starhawk. Circle round and imagine. It's late at night on Halloween, and you're very excited. All evening long, you've been out, dressed up in a costume, collecting candy and apples and other treats from the houses in your neighborhood. Now you're quiet. It's time to go to sleep, but you can feel magic in the air. Do we have to go to sleep, you ask? Tonight is a night for magic dreams, say the old ones. Set out an apple for Grandfather Deer, and maybe he will take you someplace. You choose your best apple and set it on the windowsill for Grandfather Deer. Then lie down, close your eyes. Now the room is filled with an earthy animal smell. Open your eyes, and before you stands the glowing spirit of Grandfather Deer, the oldest and wisest stag in the forest. With many branching antlers he wears proudly on his head. Hop on my back, and I will take you someplace, he says. You climb on his back and hold tight to his antlers. He moves so swiftly and smoothly, you feel like you're flying out of the house, over the tops of trees, out past the streets and the cars, out into the spirit world of swirling color. At last, you come to a sandy beach by the shore of a dark ocean. You're not afraid, even though you can't see much in the dark. Get down off my back, Grandfather Deer says. I cannot take you any further. Now you must go by boat. You slide down off Grandfather Deer's back and thank him. A boat glides across the water, and you hear the crunch of sand under the keel as it reaches the beach. Do you wish to ride in my boat? Says a voice. You can't see anyone, but you know the voice is magic because it sounds different to everyone who hears it. Some hear a woman's voice. Some hear a man's. Some hear a child or an animal or a bird. What do you hear? Do you wish to visit the Shining Isle across the sunless sea? The voice asks. Yes, you say. Then you must pay me something. But I don't have any money. I'm only a kid, you say. And you left all your candy at home. I like stories better than money or candy, says the voice. Tell me a story about something you have done that was hard for you to do. What story do you tell? Climb into the boat, the voice says. You climb aboard, and the boat slips away from the shore. It moves silently over the dark water. In the distance, something shines. Slowly, it grows bigger and brighter. You begin to smell something very sweet on the air, something that reminds you of fruit and flowers. Now you can see the shining thing is an island in the distance that grows bigger as you approach. On the shore are beautiful trees and flowers that shine with a light of their very own. Who lives on the island, you ask? The beloved dead and the unborn, says the voice. Am I dead, you ask? No. Tonight is Halloween, the only night of the year when the living can visit this island. The boat reaches the shore, and the sand scrapes under the keel. Thank you, you said, jumping off and wading through the shallow water. You step onto the shore of a magic land that looks different to every person who comes there. You see the most beautiful place you can imagine, and just the sort of place you like best, whether it's a valley, a mountain, or a garden, or a beach, or a warm house. Someone is there to greet you, an ancestor, someone who loves you very much. Who is it? Is it someone you know and miss and remember? Or someone you've never met before? Or is it someone you have met in a dream? You play for a long time, and at last, when you get hungry and thirsty and tired, an old woman appears. She is so old, her face is covered with wrinkles, but her eyes are so bright they glow like two big moons. At her feet is a big, round iron pot, a cauldron, and she's stirring something in it with a big wooden spoon, around and around and around. You go close to the cauldron and look inside. At first, it seems dark, but then you notice thousands of tiny glowing lights like little stars. Around and around and around they swirl until you get a little dizzy from watching them. Those are the souls of the dead, the old woman says, and they are also the souls of the unborn. In my cauldron, I brew them back into the world. Would you like to taste my brew? She holds out her spoon and puts one drop of her brew on your tongue. It tastes like the best thing in the world you can imagine. Just one drop is enough to leave you perfectly satisfied. You look into her eyes again and realize she is the goddess. Remember this taste, she tells you. Whenever you're afraid or have to do something hard, it will give you strength and courage. But now it is time to go. Sadly, you say goodbye to the goddess, to your ancestor, to everyone you have met here on the shining isle. You walk slowly back to the shore. A whole year will pass before you can visit here again. But you will remember your ancestor, and maybe in your dreams you will meet again. At the shore, the boat waits for you. You step inside and feel the scraping of the keel on the sand as it pushes off the dark, dark waters of the sunless sea. On the opposite shore, Grandfather Deer waits. You smell his warm animal smell and the rich smell of moist earth. Now the boat reaches the shore again, and you thank the magic person who has guided the boat for you. You jump out, splashing through the shallow water, and hop onto Grandfather Deer's back. Again, you fly through the swirling colors of the spirit world, back over the treetops and the streets to your own house again. You thank Grandfather Deer as you slide down from his back and feed him his special apple. Then you curl up to sleep, warm and safe in your own